Those opposed shall say no.
A loud cry of protest from anti-Trump delegates just a short time ago on the floor of the Republican National Convention. Now, they failed to get what would have been an embarrassing floor vote over convention rules. Essentially, they wanted delegates to be free to vote their conscience. By releasing the delegates, the theory was that Donald Trump would have been denied victory on the first ballot and the door would have been open for another candidate. But again, the move failed. And as you can see, the 2016 Republican National Convention is off to a testy start.
The first day, delegates will focus on national security and immigration. VP pick Mike Pence is in Cleveland, and Donald Trump is en route. Trump's wife, Melania, is set to speak tonight. Also speaking, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, also actor Antonio Sabato Jr.
Now, the buzz at this year's Republican convention is not only who's there, but who's not there?
And people you'd think would show up in a heartbeat are choosing not to come. Scott Logan checked in with our congressional delegation for their plans.
I'm here at the Idaho State House with a replica of the Liberty Bell as my backdrop. And as this Republican National Convention gets underway, Idaho's congressional delegation has all come out in support of Donald Trump, although not always enthusiastically, and not all of them are Cleveland bound. Of Idaho's four-member congressional delegation, Senators Mike Crapo and Jim Risch, Representatives Mike Simpson and Raul Labrador, only Raul Labrador is going to the Republican convention in Cleveland. Crapo, Risch, and Simpson have no plans to attend. The head of Idaho's Republican Party, Steve Yates, in Cleveland, says the turnout looks good so far.
There is a pretty strong showing of people from around the country in lots of different walks of life. There are plenty of U.S. senators and U.S. congressmen here.
It's not uncommon for lawmakers to skip their party's convention if they need to spend time campaigning, but political analysts say the number of big-name as well as rank-and-file announced absences from this Republican convention is unusually high.
But I think it's the nature of this potential nominee that's causing this.
And the nature being?
Divisive. I mean, Donald Trump has said some things that some Republicans can't get behind.
It seems this year Trump's well-documented disdain for the Republican establishment is the elephant in the room.
If there was sort of a nominee that the party was completely behind and they were trying to get some momentum going here with the Democratic convention right behind it, I think they'd be there.
Freemuth also says a national convention is a golden opportunity for politicians to network with their colleagues, and he says for so many of them to pass it up, in his experience, is rare. Live in Boise, Scott Logan, KBOI 2 News.
And for continuing coverage of the convention, make sure to join us for our digital special this evening on KBOI2.com. That starts at 5 o'clock. Also, watch KBOI 2 News at 5:30, 9, and 10, because we're going to have the latest on what's going on in Cleveland. We'll also be posting updates to our social media accounts.